Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got some proofs wherein we can tell you that Joe Willock and more departures are going to happen in the next 2 weeks from now, because Arsenal have had a very big, high-profile meeting. We're going to discuss as to why IG is saying that Arsenal had a meeting, and we're also going to talk about what happened in that meeting as well. So if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. If you don't feel that this is the best place to be, and subscribe, simple as that. So if you're a rival fan, if you want to know more about Arsenal and keep yourself updated as to what this club Arsenal is doing, subscribe. Yeah. So with this, I'd like to really start. The first news is that Mail Sport, Simon Jones from Mail Sport says that Steve Bruce handed boost in landing top target Joe Willock, as Arsenal are open to talks with Newcastle over a £20 million deal. Willock had hesitated over the decision, while Arsenal had also offered him as a potential make-weight so that they could sign James Maddison from Leicester City. Well, talks are ongoing with with Newcastle over a permanent deal, who are working within a limited budget. They will now park offers for other midfielders as they concentrate on a deal for Willock. And that is the update. And here's the update from Chris Wheatley, who's given the Joe Willock to Newcastle latest. He says agreement has not been reached yet, but Newcastle remain confident that they will sign Willock. Arsenal's preference would be an upfront cash deal, while loan with obligation to buy clause has also been discussed. Steve Bruce wants to complete the deal before Newcastle's Premier League opener game against West Ham next Sunday. Bruce says, I really hope we can sign someone next week. We're still hopeful we can get our main target, Willock. I'll try my utmost to make it happen. I think it should happen, or hopefully that it will happen. So here's another surprise. Arsenal have made a move for Kieran Trippier as Hector Bellerin's replacement, according to Charlie Wyatt. Well, the ex-Tottenham star could make his way to Arsenal, and it's going to be really flipping amazing. Arsenal want to sign a new right back, with Hector Bellerin set to leave, and Trippier is now top of Arsenal's Mikel Arteta's list. Arsenal have yet to make an official bid for Trippier, but any offer will have to be only in excess of £20 million. So whatever we make from Joe Willock, we could actually invest that in Trippier. But Trippier, age, not exciting as I would want it to be. Moving on, so it looks like more and more departures include the name of Eddie Nketiah, because according to Alan Nixon, he says Brighton want to sign a £20 million rated Eddie Nketiah to cure their goal scoring woes. Brighton have come into some cash recently after selling Ben White, so that they could actually go for Nketiah's current employers, Arsenal, with another bid for Eddie. Patrick Vieira is also a fan of Nketiah, but the price may be too high for Eagles, and they are reluctant to go into an auction with another club. Now, Graham Potter has put Eddie Nketiah at the top of his wish list for the vacancy in his squad. They hope to snatch him for £20 million. I would be the happiest man if we could get 20 for Eddie. He is quality, I have no doubt about it. Moving on, so according to Gianluca Di Marzio, Fiorentina want at least £50 million for their striker Dusan Vlahovic. Arsenal face competition from Spurs, who may look to sign him if Harry Kane departs, no matter what. The £50 million valuation is a figure that effectively expels teams from almost all leagues except the Premier League. And Gunners, on the other hand, are looking for a striker, and Vlahovic is also in their sight. Here's the biggest aspect of the game. Dusan Vlahovic's agent is present at the Frankie for the friendly match between Vincenzo Italiano's Fiorentina to discuss his client's future amid interest from Arsenal and Tottenham. How the future holds, nobody knows what the future holds, but as of now, Dusan Vlahovic is also on Arsenal's radar. Moving on, so it looks like Arsenal are pushing for the Sheffield goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, so much so that Sheffield are now eyeing QPR goalkeeper Seny Dieng. Arsenal were once linked with Seny Dieng, but more importantly, QPR never wanted to sell him in the first place. But the Swiss stopper has impressed in the Championship and attracted Premier League interest. Dieng could move for about £6 million, and the Blades will have that cash after they could let go Ramsdale to Arsenal. Now, Seny Dieng has made 42 Championship appearances last term and picked up his first Senegal cap in March. Now, if you ask me, why not us? Why can't we go for Seny Dieng? Let's see. I don't know, man, if that's going to be happening or not. But moving on, other stories that are linked and other stories that can be spoken about is Fenerbahce have reached a 3-year agreement with Kolasinac. He needs to agree with Arsenal for the termination of his deal now. Nexus Sport has confirmed that Fenerbahce reached an agreement. It's expected that the problems with Arsenal will be cleared for the official signings. So Arsenal have to cut off all the ties with the man. Well, moving on, so talking about more stuff, it looks like Arsenal have sounded out the Atletico Madrid, who have financial fair play issues and are demanding £34 million for Trippier, 31, who has 2 years left on his current contract. He's 31 years of age. £34 million for Trippier doesn't fall in the age bracket for Arsenal, so does not make any sense. So according to Jose Felix Diaz, he says the futures of Dani Ceballos and Martin Odegaard, as well as that of Isco, is not clear at the moment. So it could be that things might turn for the worse, or it could be better. But what will it be? Only time will tell. Moving on, so Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out that Atlanta board have a meeting scheduled in London with Chelsea in the next 48 hours to ask for Tammy Abraham as the main target. Price tag around 40 million euros. Arsenal and West Ham interested too. Atlanta are only going to bid for Tammy Abraham if and only if Duvan Zapata signs for Inter Milan as the Lukaku replacement. If that happens, only then and only then Tammy leaves. Moving on, so the big reason why James Maddison to Arsenal has not yet been done is because Telegraph have an explanation for that. They say that Arsenal want James Maddison and Maddison is interested in the move. If Leicester did not want around £70 million, 7-0, and Martin Odegaard wasn't another consideration for Mikel Arteta, a transfer might have happened already. But they are waiting. They are waiting, and waiting. And I don't know what will happen with this waiting, apart from increased anxiety. Moving on, so Conrad Harrison tweets out that meetings were held today at London Colney, or yesterday, with the hierarchy at the club. Mikel, Edu, Richard Garlick and Vinay all were present. He senses a huge couple of weeks are coming up for Arsenal, outgoings and some big incomings, and that is going to be a huge deal. It's going to be a very big deal, man. You've got to acknowledge that. So moving on, talking about more stuff, let's talk about the better aspect. Now, I yesterday informed you about how Lukaku's departure might send Inter Milan into liquidation, and they would really expect every big name to leave for the right price. And that was also according to Corriere dello Sport. They came up with the news that Inter Milan is heading towards liquidation. The plan is to sell every player who receives a bid. Selling Lukaku is not the end. There's Lautaro Martinez, there's Barella, De Vrij. No one can be of certain to wear Inter Milan shirt next season. This is what I quoted yesterday. Well, according to Nima Tavale Ruzzari, he says, he's a football journalist, he says, this is fake news. No outlet in Italy has reported this. Complete and utter fabrication. And that is the update. Nobody's actually selling according to that report. So let's see where that will take us. For now, that is the bigger update about Lautaro Martinez. I'm still hopeful that a deal can be agreed upon, because Inter are really looking to replace Lukaku with a number of strikers, and one of them is Duvan Zapata, another one is Edin Dzeko. Roma would not let Edin Dzeko leave. It would be mayhem for them. But moving on, so Steve Bruce on Willock again about Joe Willock. He says that we are in dialogue with Arsenal, but we have to respect he's their player. Until we reach an agreement with Arsenal and what they want, the rest is immaterial. An agreement has not been yet reached, but Newcastle remain confident that a deal will be done. Well, he wants to complete this deal, as I already mentioned, before the West Ham game. So will that be done? Only time will tell, and let's see what the time holds for us. But there are departures. Most importantly, Eddie Nketiah, Joe Willock, Sead Kolasinac in the near week. In the next week, I hope one or two of them has to be done. Hopefully, I don't know. With this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, do you guys want Vlahovic to Arsenal, or you would want Lautaro or Vlahovic? I'd pick Lautaro any day. Trippier, let me know in the comments. This is a very serious question. Do you want 31 years of age Kieran Trippier at Arsenal? For 34 million is what the price tag is. No way, it's a little too high. So let me know what you guys think about 31 years of age, Kieran Trippier to Arsenal, irrespective of the price tag. 31 years of age, Kieran Trippier to Arsenal. Do you want him? Let me know in the comments. Cheers.